Okay, so this is my video about the nominal group technique and the standard agenda group technique and how I would lead a group in solving the parking problem on campus. I'll start with the nominal technique first. So the first step for the nominal technique is to generate ideas. So if I were facilitating a group to solve this problem on campus, I would first have everybody quietly sit around and jot down their own notes or quietly brainstorm independently. The second step is recording ideas. So at this point I would encourage the group to share potential solutions and take notes from others' ideas. The third step is discussing ideas. So for this step I would have everyone further discuss their ideas in more detail and encourage group members to ask questions. Basically this would be a time for open discussion for everyone. The fourth step and final step is voting ideas. So at this point I would have everyone vote for their favorite solution or the best decision that they think there is, and I would go with the majority vote. At the end of the meeting then I would announce the best solution. Alright, so that was the nominal group technique. Now I'll go with the standard agenda. The first step for the standard agenda is to define the problem. So first I would state the problem, which is obviously the parking on campus, and I would explain that there are not enough spaces to accommodate everyone on campus. The second step is to gather and analyze evidence. So here I would have everyone offer their input and explain why the parking is an issue. This discussion might include evidence such as how many students are on campus and how many spaces are available. The third step is to establish criteria for the solution. So at this point, this would be an open discussion where everyone could share ideas. Some examples of ideas for this step would be that everyone needs a parking sticker, or that people can only stay in one spot for a limited amount of time. Alright, so for the next step in this standard agenda is to generate and evaluate solutions. At this point I would give each member the chance to brainstorm independently and then share and discuss their ideas with the group. For the next step, which is to select and implement the best solution, I would have everybody vote as they did with the nominal technique, and then I would go with the majority vote. Then I would notify the appropriate person who would handle this situation, since that goes along with implementing the solution. I would need permission to do that first. And then monitoring the decision, which is the final step, I would have the group members monitor this solution by seeing if there's more parking available and less congestion in the spaces. Students could even be interviewed about their opinions on this topic and whether or not they believe the issue has been fixed. And finally, I think that I would go with the nominal group technique personally, just because I think that it's a little more simple than the standard agenda, and I think it encourages interaction a little more among the members. Alright, and that was my video on these two techniques.